on your feet. I could never.
Afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Landry now on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kick is
both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
That 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across
A gain of 5. 1st down, Washington. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Score Browns 14, Washington 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Washington 7.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins over the middle, complete. It's Love. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him. And they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one caught by Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. to throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Washington.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
9-yard line.
Cross. Regular. Slant.
Now Mayfield. This is brought in by Gibson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
To Shelton Gibson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 20.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Hey, watch the slant. Check. Up, left. 47 Mike. Hey, alert 33. I can't believe they even let you play. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey. Just like that. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mayfield down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22.
27, Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. What we got?
on 2nd and 9. Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A carry now for McKissick. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, it's Love. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
sacked. A loss of 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Ball carrier.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Nick Chubb.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And goal.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To J.D.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 27-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Keenum on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score from
Charles, it's one thing to